You know, as we get older, we always try to get back what we had as kids.
Right, right. What is good, everyone? Welcome back to the retro world, guys. In today's video, we are going to start off by going to a pretty awesome yard sale. We're going to go over everything that we picked up after that, and then after that, we are picking up a freaking amazing local deal off of Facebook Market. That's $2. Okay, you're just trying to get rid of stuff, huh?
I am, and this is probably two.
And you said all of these too?
Yeah, all of
okay.
those.
I'm gonna look at them real quick and
Yeah,
see what we got.
ahead.
Okay.
And then this is crap. Crap stuff with the crap stuff.
Super Bowl. Base Wars.
There's a basket with Office.
Ah, Dick Tracy. Right. Do you know if there's anything else like this laying around, or you think this might be all of it?
That's mine. I had them all together.
I gotcha.
All I had, yeah, and I didn't have the player, or I would have sold it too.
Here, it's a little bit more than two. I actually had an extra one on me, so I wanted to give you that.
Thank you.
And I'm going to keep looking around, see if there's anything else I'm interested in. I appreciate the deal on this stuff. Right. How much do you have on this stuff right here? There's like these little figures. I think there's some cars and
You
stuff.
can have the whole bag for $2.
$2 more?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just trying to push it along.
I will definitely take the gamble on that for $2. Operation. We got a little Captain America. We got this, which I don't know. It's kind of heavy, but Lexus. It's just kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna pick it up, but let's keep looking. Guys, look what we got here. Polly Pocket. But check it out. $19.91. You guys keep an eye out for stuff like this. We're gonna keep looking. Maybe there'll be more Polly Pocket stuff. Definitely gonna get that though. Hey, little Catwoman.
Yeah, you did a good job on your...
Bananagrams. Those are cool. Looks like it's vintage. Guys, look at what we found. A Doctor Who lunchbox. 75 cents. Definitely gonna pick this up. This is just really awesome. Brother. $2. Alright. Definitely gonna pick this up too. Gosh, you guys keep just bringing out more and more toys.
I know. Well, we have a lot of stuff. We have a lot.
It's like the older toys are like what I like really love going through.
There's some, you might have to dig. There's some things there I'm not sure the age.
Okay.
There are some little,
Yeah. You guys just got a bunch.
some other things.
Yeah.
And some other- it's not the vintage. I mean, it is, you know, like those McDonald's type things.
Yeah, no, I got you.
They can have some.
Yeah, my issue is I usually want to keep everything that I pick up.
Yeah, that's what I'm at that point too.
Yep.
So when you have your yard sale, we'll come to you.
Yes, ma'am. That sounds good.
That's what we'll do.
There we go. Hey, Black Panther, that's awesome. Sorry. I did.
The same people know what they're looking for.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I got to have that. That thing is awesome. All right, everyone. The first thing I wanted to talk about was just something that was kind of a gamble, I guess. We didn't really spend much money, but we got this huge set of Little People by Fisher-Price. Most of this stuff, I believe, is from 2002 to 2004. Now, individually, some of these, at least from what I've seen, they're not really worth too much, but if you lot them all up together and you have something like this is the nativity scene, something like this could probably go for like 20, maybe 30 bucks, maybe a little bit more because there's a few other characters in here, a couple of animals. We also have this little island set as well. I haven't looked up this one yet, but I would imagine maybe if we just bundled it all together, somebody out there would probably be interested in this stuff, and then that would also just be one package to ship, which is always a lot easier when it comes to dealing with stuff like this. Yeah, not bad. We only had a couple of bucks into this stuff, so not too crazy of a risk. All right, everyone, and next up, we have a bunch of just random toys. I don't think we spent much on this stuff. Okay, so here we go. A lot of these were in this little bag, 50 cents. If I see see a bag at a yard sale that says 50 cents, I'm probably gonna pick it up. So we've got a bunch of just random stuff. We have a few older vehicles. This one is 1981, I believe. Not really much value with this one. This one is from 2007, I believe. Kind of the same story with this. And then this one actually, I believe, is vintage. It's by a company called Tootsie Toy. But once again, this one's not really worth anything. So stuff like this, I feel like you can either keep, hold on to, maybe give away or something, or you could probably just bundle it all together and maybe get rid of it that way. And if not, you can always just donate it. There's ways to kind of utilize some of this stuff if you don't want to hold on to any of it. Next up, we have a few other random figures. I think this one was from McDonald's. We got this one right here. We got a few just random. I don't really know what these are from. So if you guys have any idea, let me know. It definitely says something on the bottom of his foot. It says Giochi. I don't know. Something with a 6. Not really sure what these are from, but usually you guys definitely have more knowledge when it comes to stuff like this. So pretty cool. We do have this, which I'm pretty excited about. It's from 1989. So that is always awesome. We got this little Batmobile. I don't think we have a little Batmobile car in our collection yet. So this one is definitely going to be sitting next to some of the other Batman figures that we have. We got this little Yoda. I think he was from 2002, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. So 2002. Pretty awesome. Definitely going to be going on the shelf as well. And then we got these. Honestly, the reason I picked up this bag was just because I saw this Batman in here and I was like, oh, I haven't seen that Batman before for 50 cents. Why not? This one turns out to be from 1993. So that is awesome. Definitely going to be going to the Batman collection with the Batmobile. And then we have Batgirl. So that is awesome as well. I believe these are from the same set, if I'm not mistaken, and the same year as well. 1993 on that. Next up, we have this Black Panther figure. This is pretty rad. Definitely going to be adding this one to the collection. And then over here, I believe we've got a little Funko Pop toy over here. Next up, do not sleep on random electronics. If you see stuff like this, very cheap, always look it up. You just never really know what you're going to come across. We paid $2 for this Brother. I believe it's some sort of scanner. It's a DS Mobile 620 if you guys want to look it up. I did see these selling for anywhere from $20 to $30. So stuff like this always comes in handy. Hopefully it works. The cable is in here. So of course, we're going to test it out before we put it up on eBay. But something like this you find at a yard sale for $2. You can flip this, and then this right here ends up paying for literally almost everything that you buy. So it's always cool to find stuff like this at yard sales. All right, and next up we have a Doctor Who lunchbox. This thing was marked for only 75 cents. I want to say something like this is probably worth at least $10, maybe a little bit more, especially because the condition's a little beat up, but that's just what happens to these things over time. But this thing is pretty rad. Something about just finding lunchboxes, I just can't leave them behind. Even if it's something I'm not like crazy about, it's like, all right, Doctor Who, lunchbox, let's pick it up. But yeah. Let me know below if this is something that you would have picked up. And guys, we asked if they had games, and the lady was like, well, I've got these old Nintendo cartridges, and my eyes probably turned into little heart emojis. Anytime I hear anything like that at a yard sale, I get so excited. She hands me this stack of games, and I didn't even know what they were, and she goes, $2. And I'm thinking $2 each, and I will gladly pay that. I don't even care what kind of games they are. But she goes, no, $2 for the whole stack. So I was like, okay. I ended up giving her an extra $1. Now, I know, guys, that's not a whole lot more, but I wanted to give her something a little extra just because I felt like I was going to end up getting a better deal than just $2 for everything. So not crazy by any means, but I did want to give her just something a little extra. First up, we have Cyber Stadium Series Base Wars. I don't think we have this one in the collection. It actually looks like it's kind of fun, even though it's a baseball game, I'm assuming, based off the name. But yeah, I don't know, just games like this, if we don't have them, the cover art's looking pretty nice. We didn't pay much, we're gonna add it to the collection. And I'm kind of glad we did give her a little bit extra money, just because once I saw the value of this one, I was like, okay, that was a good idea to do that. But we have Tecmo Super Bowl. This game is actually worth a little bit, so something to keep an eye out for. I think around $20 or so. So definitely not bad. I'm pretty sure this one's going into the collection. I need to double check. But yeah, always awesome to come across stuff like this at a yard sale, especially when it's super cheap. Got a classic right here, Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. Not worth much, but definitely an amazing game to have in your collection. collection. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, another great game to have in your collection. I think maybe worth like $8, $10, somewhere around there. Nothing too crazy, but guys, look at the condition on these carts. They're all pretty nice. A little bit of a scuff right there, but that's okay. Overall, not gonna complain about that. Another great cartridge to have if you are looking to collect for the Nintendo. We've got Super Mario Bros, Duck Hunt, and the World Class Track Meet combo. It's kind of crazy to me the amount of variations they have when it comes to putting Mario Bros. You got this one, you have the regular Mario Bros, which is just like the big label, it says Mario, and then you have this as well. There might even be one other one out there. I might be forgetting, but I know you can also get World Class Track Meet separately, and you might be able to get Duck Hunt separately, but I'm not entirely sure about that. I might just be making that up. Y'all let me know if I just made that up. And guys, last but not least, we have Dick Tracy. I know we don't have this one in the collection, so when I saw this, I got pretty excited. It's not worth a crazy amount, but you know, a new game to add to the collection, and it has a clean label. So guys, $3 for a stack of Nintendo games. I don't even care if it would have ended up being all sports games. I will always spend $3 on a stack of games any day of the week. All right, guys, and next up, please subscribe. Whoops. How was that on there? That's so crazy. We have a Magnadoodle. I don't even remember picking this up. I honestly think they just threw this in my little grab bag at the end because I think we were spending like $5 on just this random bag of stuff. It does say $3, but I think we added a few things into here. I don't even remember seeing this, so I'm assuming they just threw this in because it was in the bag when they handed it to me. So we have a Magnadoodle. I remember playing on this when I was a kid. This is not the vintage one. I think this was from 2017. I'm assuming just like anything else vintage, maybe a vintage Magnadoodle probably has more value, but still kind of cool to see. This will probably just be a gift. Next up, we have this Catwoman toy. I completely forgot to show this off when we were looking at all the other toys, although I think this was in a different bag altogether. This is from 1991, and it is a McDonald's toy. I don't really have any goals when it comes to collecting Batman stuff. I just kind of feel like, oh, if it's cool and it was cheap, I'll pick it up and I'll add it to the collection. If we find out something is worth like a lot of money and we don't feel comfortable holding on to it, then we'll sell it. Something like this is not going to have much value, but still really cool to add to our growing Batman collection. Next up, we have these two Cabbage Patch Kids dolls. I think one was from 1991, if I'm not mistaken, and I think the other one was older. I'll have to double check, and if I find any sold listings on this stuff, I'll definitely let you know. I always love taking a gamble on stuff like this, especially when it's super cheap, and even more especially when it's vintage. So keep an eye out for stuff like this, but yeah, you just never really know what kind of stuff you're gonna find. Two more random throw-ins. I feel like these ladies were just trying to get rid of everything at this yard sale, which sometimes those are the best ones to go to. We got this random baby. I don't know anything about this. I don't know if there's any value. And then we have this random mini. I think this one might be vintage, but I'll definitely be doing a little bit more research. But yeah, just some random throw-ins. All right, and last but not least, we have this vintage Polly Pocket. It is from 1991 Bluebird Toys. This is actually the first time coming across a vintage Polly Pocket. We have seen other Polly Pockets, they remade them over the years, but we have not seen anything that is actually vintage. So stuff like this is a really good idea to keep an eye out for. Sometimes some of these have some pretty good value. And it definitely helps that it has the little people on the inside. So definitely not bad. You just never really know what type of stuff that you're gonna find at those yard sales. I really enjoy going to them and bringing you guys along for the ride. Next up, we came across a deal on Facebook Market, but let's go ahead and get into it right now.
Several months.
Okay.
Got all my NES stuff sold.
Nice. So were you like a big collector back in the day, or big gamer, kind of like a little bit of everything?
All of it. You know, as we get older, we always try to get back what we had as kids.
Right, and that's kind of like that. That's kind of what I've been on.
But
This is one of the first.
I've had it for so long, and
Okay.
and everything's digital now.
Yeah, that is
So,
true. You can just download all these and
Yeah.
save the money, but appreciate the deal, man.
On one unit.
All right.
All right,
Cool, man.
man.
Thank you again. All right, everyone. The deal just went down a little bit more light. I am picking this stuff up at nighttime. I do not recommend picking up video game deals at night, but let's get back to the house and let's take an up close look at these freaking Super Nintendo games. Let's go. All right, everyone. Y'all know we got to take an up close look at everything that we just picked up. So let's just go one by one. First up, we have Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and the label on this one is actually pretty nice. I don't mind paying up for stuff, especially when it's in pretty good condition or when it's just really sought after games. So a lot of the stuff in here is going to be pretty good and going into the collection. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, drop a comment and let me know if you have played this one. Next up, guys, we have The Simpsons Bart's Nightmare. I don't think we have this one in the collection. I don't think we have Super Ghouls and Ghosts in the collection either. So both of these, I'm almost positive we will be adding. And let's see the back. The back's not too bad. A little bit of bubble right there on the label. That right there should be able to clean up pretty nicely, but overall, like a pretty decent cartridge. So really stoked to be adding this one to the growing Super Nintendo collection. Next up, what do we got here? We got the Art of Fighting. So that's pretty awesome. I've actually picked up a Art of Fighting collection on the PS2 a while ago. I think this game is part of that collection, but I could be wrong. Either way, we don't have this cartridge for the Super Nintendo, so we're definitely going to be adding it to our growing collection. Next up, we've got Fatal Fury 2. I don't think we have any of the Fatal Fury games on the Super Nintendo. I don't know how many they made for the Super Nintendo, come to think of it. This cartridge, has definitely seen better days, but all we have to do is use a little bit of Goo Gone for this bottom sticky residue. And well, as you can tell, the back cartridge is definitely discolored. You can always do a cartridge swap with the back if you really want to. Yeah, maybe eventually. Shout outs to Wally. I think that's what that says. But yeah, I got another pretty awesome game here, Fatal Fury 2. Next up, with a super beat up label, but we have Castlevania 4. This is actually a double for me. This is a really good double to have. Last time I checked, the value of this one was a little high, so hopefully it's still up there and we can sell this game off and recoup a little bit of the money that we spent on this entire deal. Let's check out the back, and it looks okay. I always wondered why some of these labels just have like the imprint here versus the actual sticker label. I wonder if this is something they did earlier on or maybe later on. If anyone knows, let me know. I love learning about weird stuff like that. But yeah, we have Castlevania 4, Super Castlevania 4, excuse me. Next up, Mario is Missing. I'm pretty sure we have this one in the collection already, but oh man, look at that discoloration. It's always so crazy to see. You know, these cartridges were just left out in the sun, and over time, that's what happens. There is a way to bring it back. I don't know the exact process. I know it involves black lights and like some sort of tub with some sort of liquid solution. I don't have the time to be doing all that, but I feel like that would be a really cool project to try out. But yeah, we got Mario is Missing. And next up, guys, we have NBA Jam TE. This is Tournament Edition, a freaking awesome game. I'm not crazy about sports games, but this is one I have definitely talked about before. NBA Jam and like Blitz. I feel like you cannot go wrong with those type of sports games. Next up, we got another banger. We got Contra 3, The Alien Wars. Almost positive we don't have this one as well. I always love picking up like little collections of games like this, especially when you get to add a lot of stuff to the collection. That's always exciting. After a while, you start to come across a lot of doubles, and that's just kind of what happens, you know, years and years of collecting. You're gonna, oh, I guess we get to add one game to the collection, but in this case, we're adding a bunch, which is freaking amazing. But we have Contra 3. Drop a comment and let me know if you are a fan of the Contra games. All right, guys, we got 2 games left. First up, out of the 2, we have Ken Griffey Jr. Major League Baseball. All right, I need to check and see. Once again, I don't know. I haven't really like announced that I'm going for the full Super Nintendo set, but I kind of want to. But then that means we're going for the full Wii U set. We're going for the full freaking Nintendo 64 set. Guys, somebody needs to stop us. Things are getting out of hand. And last but not least, we have Ken Griffey Jr. Winning Run. Once again, another game I don't know if we have, but if we don't have it, I guess we're going to add it to the collection as well. All right, guys, and there you have it. A pretty sweet deal. Definitely paid up for some of this stuff, but like I said, we're going to definitely sell off at least Castlevania 4. We're going to check and see. I think my copy has a nicer label, hopefully. If so, or if not, excuse me, then we'll do a condition upgrade, but I'm almost positive this one is definitely going to be getting sold off. And I think we have Mario is Missing in a nicer condition, so this one will probably get sold as well. I think the rest of these we're going to add to the collection, so I'm pretty stoked on that. Definitely some pretty good stuff here. All right, everyone, that is going to be it for today's video. I appreciate all of y'all. As always, drop a comment and let me know what your favorite thing was that you saw in the episode. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you can stay in the loop for future videos. Guys, once again, I appreciate all of y'all. Until next time, peace. I